Good afternoon, Master Tanaka. Good afternoon, Elena. I am Archangel Raphael, and I'm here to bring guidance. Many beings are carrying out self indoctrination processes, and I can say that these processes are being self guided. But I would say that because there is no adequate information, many are carrying out the process of self indoctrination in a way that is not even considered favorable to their own being. What everyone should observe within a self indoctrination process that everyone has a structure within themselves, and this structure is always obeyed. You can even say that you don't have this observation, but you are flexible beings, and within flexibility itself, you say that you adapt to situations. So, when you are experiencing a situation, you say that through your creative part, you generate an adaptation to that situation. Then I come to interpret that this form that you have generated through this interpretation becomes a flexible way of being. But when it is always said that every being possesses within itself a structure of thinking and feeling that you here know as beliefs, then I can even say that this belief is not recognized as a flexible state. All of you, when you even assume a form of being, then this belief becomes your full truth. So it is said that belief is everything you believe, and what you believe you don't let go of. You don't even admit to generate some adjustments in your own beliefs. So this process of self-indoctrination would become more favorable to each of you. When you are looking at yourselves through total honesty, when you are looking at yourselves and even accepting that there are various concepts that are not quite as appropriate within what you are saying are your desires, those proposed desires. Even if this is occurring, what you will observe, that you within yourselves, when you are performing a process of self-indoctrination, you must always be updating your own being about your information. What does this mean? That you carry out processes of self-indoctrination immersed in yourselves. Then, within the day-to-day process, you take some breaks to do some meditations. Simple meditations, short meditations, but which allow you to know yourself a little more. Because when you do this meditation process, where you allow yourself to dive into the depths of your being, into this depth of being, there is a lot of information about yourself. So many will even question, does this mean I will be accessing God's truths? I say that you'll be accessing what you consider to be your truth. So, when that is provided to you, when you generate the self-permission, then this, shall we say, this knowledge of your own truth is what allows you to generate adjustments. Because what you will understand, everything in your being is driven by what you say is desires. Desire, we might even say, is a human interpretation that is not quite adequate yet. But when you begin to align desire with what you believe, and you are now diving into this depth of being, and when you begin to observe that there are several beliefs that you are not knowing how to guide in an adequate way, then what you will have the opportunity to do, a self-doctrination where you will be looking at yourself in a true way, and within that self-doctrination, allowing yourself to make adjustments. Adjustment doesn't mean that you will change your beliefs totally, but adjustment means that you allow yourself to know yourself. Then, within your being, you even come to accept that interpretations are always present and that these interpretations are generating all the results that you are experiencing on an earth plane. When that is acknowledged by yourself, when you take responsibility for what you call desire, then, through that responsibility, everything that you command your being to do becomes a form of permission. That is why, when you are even in this day-to-day where you are living your routine, what needs to be done? That you always keep conscious in yourself, that the state of acceptance and permission must always be present, no matter how much these states are still being in an interpretive way. But it is necessary for you, let's even say, to open yourselves up for these processes to take place. The state of acceptance and permission will always lead you to a more favorable way of understanding yourself, because you all have belief structures. And these belief structures, I can tell you, are not being even acknowledged, not even understood. When you begin to look at your being and really determine that your process of self-directed learning will always be in alignment with a process of self-understanding, then within that decision, I place that there is a beginning to this state of acceptance. All of you are interpreting acceptance as being a state, a practice where you don't have the opportunity to know yourself. But I place that it is in the state of acceptance that you fully open yourself to this self-knowledge. With these words, I say goodbye. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.